What's going on YouTube? This is Parkerlad88 coming to you with another video. And in this video, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the new patch notes that just dropped for Power Rangers. This should be the patch that Lauren is coming out in. So just give me a minute to get inside my new place and we'll take a look at it.
Okie dokie, let's go ahead and see what we have here. 2.4 patch notes. So let's see, we're starting with bug fixes. Alright, characters. Starting with Tommy. Back medium blocks don't reduce inevitably, making it easier to punish. It's done in chain so he can still link his line on several axe kick, addition, resizing the air, okay, so basically that is going to be, if you actually block it, then you can actually get a punish on him for doing overhead, because that's one thing that I see a lot of Tommy players liking to do, because I mean it's good, there's no reason why you shouldn't do it. But now if you successfully block it, it looks like you can actually get a punish on it, which is pretty cool. Dragon Die, no longer cancelable with Swap Strike. Okay, I didn't even know that was a thing, but alright. Super. Tommy's now vulnerable for a short period after summon dragons or missiles despawn if their owner is successfully hit. Missile damage has been reduced. Okay, so Tommy actually got some pretty decent nerfs, so his overhead is no longer safe. I didn't know you could cancel Swap Strike from his Dragon Dive, which I guess would make that even more safe than it kind of already is, because I believe the move is safe if you just inherently do it. But then they also nerfed his damage a little bit by reducing the missile damage, and then if you actually hit him after he toots the flute, then the missiles go away. So it's not just free pressure anymore. You really have to think about how you toot that flute. So. Alright, moving on to Gia. Her overhead, decreased block stun, increased recovery. So same thing with Tommy. Maybe that's a common thing for like overheads across the board. They're just kind of nerfing overheads, making them unsafe. So you really have to think about using them. I mean, it's still worth it because like a lot of characters can combo from their overheads. But now, if your opponent makes the right guess, they can actually punish you for using overhead unless you try to keep it safe with like assist or something like that. But then you kind of have to like layer it. But that's like offensive layering, and I mean, some people can do that, some people can't. All right, Ranger Slayer. Crouching medium hurt box length increased significantly. So they're going after our crouching medium again, it looks like. I don't know what the big implications of this could possibly be. I guess maybe that makes her more susceptible to jump-ins, or maybe it's just easier to counter-poke her. I don't know, but I guess only time will tell. But I mean, on paper, it's supposed to be a nerf, right? Alright, fixed an issue where standing heavy was car cancelable into dash input. Okay, that's neat. I don't know what the implications of that were either. When I see like fix an issue, that to me says that it was kind of just like a bug. It wasn't really like, it wasn't really like I guess a game-breaking thing or something. I don't know. Maybe it's part of a glitch. I don't know. You guys tell me. Tell me if this change actually matters for Cat or not. It doesn't seem like it does. Alright, Mastodon Sentry. Mastodon Sentry got a crap ton of changes, it looks like. So let's see. New EX attack added. Triple shot EX can be performed after performing any triple shot or after Sky Torch causes wall bounce. New EX can be performed after any triple shot or Sky. So I guess this is off of his back special or any of his neutral specials. You can do this EX attack and it just like gives you more shots and stuff. So that's interesting. Standing heavy is no longer cancelable on block. Really? Standing heavy is no longer cancelable on block. So okay, so I guess that means you can't go into his heavy auto combo. Which I mean, it makes sense. It's his overhead, so I guess they're trying to treat it like how the rest of the other overheads work. So, that's really interesting. I guess that's a nerf for Mastodon Sentry. I really don't know how good Mastodon Sentry is right now in the game. I know he's good, but I mean, it's only fair, I suppose. All right, neutral special, neutral special, special. Projectile speed increased significantly. Forward special, landmine. Cannot be executed while one already exists. So this basically, oh wait, hold on a second. Subsequently, landmines will despawn existing mines on frame 1 of the attack. Okay, so, I didn't know there was really an issue from before, but I mean, I guess that's nice. If you need like emergency bomb placement, like let's say you chuck your bomb far away and your opponent's closer to you and they're getting ready to jump in on you or something like that, you can just, replace the bomb. So that's interesting. Probably a good quality of life change for him. Reduced dash jump speed. Okay. Now, there was one thing that I read in some, how do I say this? They were rework patch notes that if you did like the third shot of his triple shot, that it would regenerate meter. I read that and I was like, oh my gosh, if he got this change, that would make him insane. But he did not, so I don't know. All these changes kind of seem like they leave Mastodon Sentry in a similar spot to his already in. They increase his projectile, his crouching heavy projectile speed a little bit. They increase the speed of his other projectiles. So I would like to believe that maybe that leads to more effective zoning for him. Maybe. The fact that you can replace the mine after one's already out, that's a good quality of life change for him. I'm not sure how fast his dash jump was before, so I really don't know how that impacts him overall. New EX, that's pretty cool. I'll be interested to see what that is actually like, when we start playing the game. And then overheads, just like everything else. So, all right. Z, issue fix, blah, blah, blah. Base Snake's case, issue was successful super sequence, could not KO a low health victim. Okay. Eric Myers, issue fixes, issue fixes, issue fixes. Boring. Alright, Daishi. I wonder if they nerfed his health. Alright. Fix an issue with Daishi's ground bounce animation, made inconsistent. Okay. Alright, neutral special into surge. Increase durability of projectile and decrease startup speed before release. So he releases it faster now. Surge can be executed when one already exists, despawns. Okay, so they're doing the same thing with this that they're doing with Mastodon Sentry bombs, where you can just, respawn it. That's cool. Raging Slash rework. Speed and distance traveled increased by 25%. Raging Slash, that's his light attack option, I believe, out of his run, yeah. Daishi's autocorrecting behavior is now much more consistent. Okay. I knew that I didn't really like this move. That's the only thing I really knew about it. It doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of like, he does the slash, you can maybe do like some kind of cross-up setups with it, like with assist and whatnot, but that's pretty much it. Now hits twice. The first hit causes a stagger, and the second hit causes a wall bounce. Really? Huh. Apparently they knew this move was like ass too, so they really gave it a rework. I foresee this opening up some nifty little combo paths for Daishi. This kind of screws up my old Daishi combos, though, that I used to do with him, where I would put out the Sunball and then do the slash, and if it causes a stagger and a wall bounce now, that means that the wall bounce that I would get from Air Special, that whole combo doesn't work anymore. So I'll be very interested to mess around with that and see how that changes his combo structure. Added a special cancel rule on successful hit. Raging Slash is now cancelable with neutral special. Wolf Rush, open up more combo paths. Special cancel rule on successful hit. The Raging Slash is now cancelable with neutral special. So does this mean that you can cancel neutral special into Raging Slash, or you can cancel Raging Slash into neutral special? I'm a little confused on that one. Yeah. Somebody put in the comments if I have that right. Is it that you can cancel the neutral special into Raging Slash? That's what I'm thinking, but it might be the other way around. And maybe I'm just being slow, but at least for me, the wording is a little inconsistent. Now projectile invincible. Well, good on Raging Slash, man, because that move to me just didn't do a lot. So I'll be very interested to see how these changes. It looks like he didn't get the health nerf. I don't understand why he even got the health buff in the first place, but okay. All right. Now for Public Enemy number 2, number 1 after the last patch, I guess, with his stupid damage. Roberto, RJ. Fix an issue that allowed RJ to cancel Wolf Wheel, Spike into Knee Crush. Okay, I did not know he could do that. Okay. Fix an issue that allowed RJ to cancel Crouching Heavy with Megazord Ultra. Okay. Cancel Crouching Heavy with Megazord Ultra. Okay. Standing Medium, auto combo hitbox with decrease. So this is not nearly as good of a poking tool. Wait a minute, no. Standing medium, auto combo hitbox with decrease. Okay, yeah, so this isn't as, you don't have as much range on this, I suppose, I think is what that means. Crouching medium hurt box length increase significantly. So I think that means it can just lose out to some things, to some better buttons. I believe that's what that means whenever they reference like a hurt box. That usually means it's easier to hit them when they do the moves. So I don't know it for this move what maybe for like jump-ins, kind of like how they did for Ranger Slayer. I'm guessing maybe this means that it's more susceptible to like jump-in attacks or something like that. But usually when then there's an increase of a hurt box, that usually means that's worse in some capacity. Crouching heavy damage reduced significantly. I actually did not know it really did that much damage, but yeah, super damage reduced, yeah. Wolf Wheel Alpha, damage reduced. Wolf Wheel Spike, damage reduced. Back throw, damage reduced. Okay. You know what? I'm actually okay with this, because RJ's biggest problem wasn't the fact that he was a high damage character, it was the amount of damage that you could get relative to his ease of execution for the combos. Because like for instance, when I was doing like my Parkerlad session with RJ and I started figuring out how to do combos with him, his what I would call intermediate level of skill combos, you could almost kill a character. You could almost get like 800, almost 900 damage for pretty much not a whole lot of effort. So it looks like in order to get that high damage, you will have to put forth a little bit more effort with RJ, because we really don't know how much of a damage reduction he's actually getting. We just know that they are reducing the damage. Super definitely needed a damage reduction. Crouching Heavy, I don't really know how much damage it did, but clearly it said significantly, so it seems like it did a whole lot of damage. And then it looks like just some damage reduction across the board. So if I had to gander a guess, with the combos I've been able to figure out with him up to this point, my guess is that his combo damage is going to be max damage. I'm going to say, unless you can figure out like some crazy stuff with him, I'm going to say basically like his bread and butter combos will probably be more like in the 800 range. Not like it, so like the advanced combos you see me do, like with the assist and all that kind of stuff. My guess is that if I tried to do all that as opposed to getting like 1,000, I'd probably get closer to maybe like 850 or something like that. Maybe close to 900, but I'm gonna throw out a number and say 850. I'm gonna try and do it, and I'm gonna see what the number is. Okay, and it looks like that is everything. So I do like the fact that, at least for the majority of characters, they are not going after everyone really, really hard, at least from patch to patch to patch. You know, you get some bug fixes, you get them to address the stuff that really seems like it needs to be addressed. But for the large part, and this is one thing I do actually like about Power Rangers, is for a majority of the time, you kind of just have the kettle there, and it kind of just sits a little bit. They allow things to simmer for long enough to see, you know, how it impacts the game, and then after that they go ahead and make the changes. So I am happy about that. So we got some universal nerfs to overhead attacks. It seems like Tommy got a pretty good hit with the changes to his super doing less damage, and the fact that after you do it he is vulnerable for a short period after, so you don't just get instant action afterwards. This dragon dive thing, his dive and this swap strike thing, like to me I don't even care about that, because I didn't even know like it was a thing. So universal nerfs to overheads. Slide for Ranger Slayer and slide for RJ. They've had their hurt boxes extended, so it's easier to either hit them out of it or catch them with like jump-ins. Mastodon Sentry had a lot of, well, not a whole lot, but he got some interesting changes. Of course, the universal nerf to overhead. This new X move seems interesting. I would really be interested to see how the increased speed of his projectiles impacts his zoning game. The landmines were a nice quality of life change. A lot of bug fixes. The rework to the light attack option out of neutral special for Daishi. I'll be very interested to see how that works off. works out. And outside of the damage reduction for RJ, it seems like his game plan will be pretty much intact, being everything kind of starting from like his neutral special and his crouching medium and his standing medium kind of being like his main, fishing tools, and kind of working from there. It looks like that game plan is still intact for him. It's just I'll be very interested to see like what his max damage for like certain stuff is. And it looks like that'll do it for this overview of the patch notes. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you like the changes? Do you not like the changes? Can't wait to start getting into Lauren Shiba stuff. And, on that note, I'll be back at you guys later with future videos. And this is Parkerlad. I will see you guys next time.